Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Idle Angels video, and today is the Friday, so I'm going to be covering up all the weekly events and the new incarnation powers of Ember that we just received. Luckily, this time on Friday, I'm able to make the video quite earlier than usual. Of course, I'll always try to make the videos as early as possible so you can get the knowledge and the idea of what to do as early as possible, but sometimes it's just not easy for me, or I don't have the time to do so, for which I am sorry, but I do my best to upload them as early as possible. So let's straight up go into the creators Befall event, which is the incarnation level of Ember Dragon. Now, if you have built Ember Dragon to MR5 and you have been waiting for the incarnation power, there are good news for you, because the incarnation power is really strong and it is good. She is a SSR based angel, so it means that if you are a newer player, it's not worth building Ember Dragon to MR5. But even if you are a newer player, still incarnation level 5 is something that you can find useful. The idea is that Cupid is the other angel that kind of does the similar stuff the Ember does, which is basically increasing the holy damage of your team, and Ember Dragon does it better. So in short, you either build Cupid incarnation level 2 and 4 for PvE, or now we have the opportunity of a better option, which is Ember Dragon to incarnation level 5. And a friend on my Discord has tested it out and provided some information. So I did manage to see Ember Dragon outperforming Cupid. So in short, Ember Dragon is providing a better buff for PvE compared to Cupid, and in my opinion, she is kind of a must build and fit into your build if you want to push PvE, mainly because holy damage is incredibly strong. Now, I am not sure how good Ember Dragon without being fully built is on a standalone. Like, let's say you build incarnation level 5 and then you try to only use Ember Dragon. I'm not sure how well that will end, but definitely as a used as a support to have incarnation level 5, it's one of the good options. And personally, I will be building Ember Dragon during this week to incarnation level 5. I will try to make the video on how to build Ember Dragon tomorrow and post it, where I'll try to explain her all skills, her utilities, and etc. more in depth. But for now, the creator Befall, your goal is to go into the little island and complete as much as possible from those events. You basically move around and either do a few battles or clear out the free rewards, and you will be able to collect 30 scrolls, for which it's very good to use, because it will give you a minimum rewards of 10 blue scrolls for free, and once you complete the sanctum, it will give you another 10 blue scrolls, which is very nice. On the rebates, make sure to claim them all depending on how much you summon for. On the summoning pack, I do suggest getting the 5 blues for €1 package. Divinity Trial, try to complete the stage 4 rewards to get the free relic chest and the 5 blue scrolls. And then on the Divinity pack, depending on how much you push the Incarnation 5, you will be getting different rewards, which is very nice, considering we kind of only care about her incarnation power, because in my opinion, Ember will not be worth that much, will not be that strong compared to the MR based angels, mainly because we have already spoke about this topic. MR based angels are twice as cheap. Even if you want to build the incarnation power, this is only a small bit. The real blue sync is into UR plus and MR stages. So this will be it regarding the Ember, and then we have the Weekend Sale. Weekend Sale, in my opinion, is one of the best events that we have currently in the game, because for every 10 summons, you get 2 additional free shards. So this is your best option to use your red scrolls to finish off every single SSR plus that needs to be maxed out. Please do that. Use your red scrolls, because for using red scrolls you will be claiming blue scrolls back, and you will be maxing SSR plus angels, which will be later on giving you more quick combat scrolls for 10 hours, and that's very nice to get as well. Now, when it comes to the possible available angels to build, we have Venus. Venus is an angel that could be used at UR plus and Incarnation level 2 for PvE, but I don't really suggest going for that if you are a newer player or if you haven't invested in Venus at all. If you have already invested in Venus, she could be your DPS, or you could use her as a support, as I mentioned, at UR plus with no stars and then Incarnation level 2. When it comes to Hera, Hera is one of the best supports that we have in the game, but she got dethroned by Fuxi. Kind of Hera and Fuxi do the same thing for PvE, but Fuxi provides a stronger buff, while for PvP, Hera is just providing a nice damage mitigation with her Incarnation level 5. But if I am a new player, I will definitely choose to go with Fuxi, because she's MR based and it's a cheaper way to do it, even though for PvP Hera is stronger. But in any case, if you are looking into building Hera, or you have already maxed out Fuxi and you need a second support that does similar things for your second team, because you have 2 teams of 6, then Hera is a nice thing to grab for sure. When it comes to Freya, she's a DPS angel, which is incredibly strong at Incarnation level 4 and MR1, but she is very, very expensive as SSR plus, and Nemesis is kind of the better Freya, mainly because it's cheaper and in a way does similar things to Freya. So in my opinion, you should just try to get to the SSR plus 5 stars and then abandon it there. Don't try to overbuild Freya. But if you have Freya build, don't worry, she's still incredibly strong and good, and it's okay to do so and to keep using her. When it comes to Hela, now we have a lot of speculations that an MR based angel that is similar to Hela will come in the near future, but until that time comes, Hela is still an amazing support that it's must have in order to push the max stages of PvE. Your goal is to reach MR4, and then you could top it off with Incarnation level 5 and MR5 to max her out. I did max my Hela in this way, using the Weekend Sale to max UR and UR plus. And then when she popped in Incarnation Reborn, I did MR5 and then Incarnation level 5. It took me a lot of time to finish this project, but it was worth it in the end. Gemini, she is a DPS angel SSR plus. In my opinion, not really worth to build because she is not the strongest and she is more expensive than the MR based angels. Frost Dragon, a very good crowd control unit, sadly very, very expensive. If you want a lower amount of blues spent for a crowd control unit, you could build Ares or Pandora currently in the game. They're very, very nice, but if you really like Frost Dragon, Incarnation level 2 is something that will give you some benefits for PvP, but you definitely don't care about Frost Dragon for PvE at all. And as I mentioned, for PvP, it's just too expensive to build in my opinion. Prometheus, a nice glass cannon DPS that it's once again very, very expensive. In my opinion, she is good and okay to build, but MR based DPS angels are way better, and with time I expect that every single angel that is not MR based will be falling down because just they are too expensive, and the new MR based angels kind of provide better buffs or deal more damage than the others. Now Sim is a incredible support. All you need to know about Sim is that Incarnation level 3 is what you need in order for her to unlock the death evasion. So with Incarnation level 3, you will get 1 round of death evasion. With Incarnation level 5, she will be able to cast her skill 2 rounds in a row. And with the MR skill, she will be buffing your team for more attack and to be dealing more damage. But in a way, Sim doesn't feel like it's worth to build to MR and Incarnation level 5 anymore. Maybe early on, Incarnation level 3 is very, very good to grab and leave it at that and just use her as a spare support unit during Havoc or somewhere where you need 12 or 18 different angels. But overall, in my opinion, Incarnation level 3 is worth it and it will pay off to grab. But after that, it becomes more costly than having the rewards back. Make sure to claim all of the Incarnation, sorry, not Incarnation, but all the rebate blue scrolls that you get. And on the Advent pack, I don't think anything is worth mentioning to buy. We have Wishpool. With everything going on during the weekend sale and Ember and Incarnation Reborn, in my opinion, Wishpool is a total skip this time, especially since all of these angels are not that strong or needed, except Enmu. Enmu with Incarnation level 3 will provide you nice critical buff for PvE. Incarnation level 4 makes it that your angel, your highest DPS angel, will deal AoE to the enemy, so you deal nice AoE damage. And Incarnation level 5 is used to even further boost your team critical damage. You could grab MR1 as well on top of the Incarnation level 5, but I currently have Incarnation level 5 and that's it. Ra, really bad DPS, she cannot perform PvE, she cannot perform PvP, she's only strong in the early game because she has a nice one-shot, but not anymore that strong because other DPSs can outspeed her, so in the end she is just terrible. Heimdall not really used, she used to be useful only because she could taunt stuff off, but we don't really need that anymore in the game. And Storm Dragon, she doesn't have her Incarnation unlocked yet, so we don't know how good she will be. Incarnation Reborn, we are having Poseidon, Nemesis, Sagittarius, and Azura. When it comes to Poseidon, you want Incarnation level 4 with MR1 on this angel, but only once you have built at least 5 to 6 other supports to a certain stage. Sorry, because Incarnation level 4 will provide you 30% higher buffs on all other buffs that your angels get. So basically you need different buffers in order for Poseidon to feel great. Nemesis is the best DPS currently in the game for PvP, and she is doing very well on PvE. Not the best on PvE, but still in the top 3 or 4 ranking in my opinion. So overall she is the best option. If you are looking what to build as a DPS, please don't hesitate and build Nemesis out. Sagittarius, she fell off pretty badly in my opinion. The design is not that great. There are some cases in which you could find her useful, but it's very annoying to go and build around Sagittarius because she requires different angels in order to recover more energy to do more. So in my opinion, just ignore Sagittarius as a angel existing in the game. And Azura, Azura is nice to build on Incarnation level 5 and put on subs if you care about PvP and want to negate the damage that your team is taking. But overall, I don't feel like you definitely need to build Azura. You can skip it. You can no longer bother with her. But again, when I was talking about the ultimate PvP lineup, she is a unit that you want as Incarnation level 5 on subs in order to be able to survive the damage from the opposing team. Don't forget to claim your free blue scrolls. On the summon pack, once again, the best option is 5 blues for €1. Everything else is kind of meh or whatever. On the Divinity Store, make sure to buy the blue scrolls first if you are willing to summon, and the training speed up is just some nice additional rewards depending on how much you have built certain angels and to which level they have been upgraded to. We can bless it some nice free diamonds, overall like 700 diamonds for free, which is very nice. The Happy Easter event is over. Now, if you manage to luckily get the grand prize, congratulations to you. But as I said, it was a pay-to-win event, so as a free-to-play, it's almost impossible to get it. Celestial Party, not the best event on which you could be doing summon when it comes to getting blue scrolls back, but it's an incredibly good event to summon if you are in need of the tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 chests. Because what you want to do is buy the diamonds on the first roll, second roll doesn't matter, whatever you want, you buy. Third row, I do suggest to buy the diamonds or the angel credits if you are missing to unlock a few or some skins for your angels. Then on the next, we get the blue scrolls, then again blue scrolls, and after that, in my opinion, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 chests are the most important thing to grab. Of course, you could go for the SSR plus relic chests, but in my opinion, those are worth only if your main build supports and DPS don't have UR plus relic. You don't need UR plus 5, you only need UR plus in the beginning, because this is kind of the incredible big spike that you get from UR plus to UR plus 5. It's not that strong. Yes, you do get some nice additional stats, but it's not that good. So if you have support angels or a DPS that is not having UR plus relic, it's okay to grab SSR plus relic chests as well. And if you somehow manage to spend all of your feathers for tier 3, tier 4 and for the relic chest, now this is the time that you could be going for the relic reforged scrolls or destiny stars, and lastly the resonance crystal, in my opinion. Then we have the trial celebration. Pretty easy. You will be having 6 or 7 stages in which you will be fighting these bosses. In total, you will be getting around 30 to 35 blue scrolls, wish amulets, relic summons, advanced summon scrolls, and red scrolls. So incredibly good. And after you beat all of the stages to the hard possible stage, you will unlock another additional event, which will be only for diamonds, but it's still incredibly nice and good to complete, in my opinion. Yeah, this one, the God's Trial, in order to claim your free diamonds. Daily gift, pretty simple, pretty easy. All you need to do is to claim your free dices and roll them. Then we have the bakery. Bakery, pretty simple event, but make sure that every 12 hours you log in order to claim the stamina. And how you want to do bakery is, as you can see, there's 2 milk on the board. So we want to push once, and if we get another milk, we want to push one more. Doesn't matter to which side, but if you get the cheese and not the milk, that's when you move to ×4. But if you are in the situation with 3 milk, you need to move one more time. Then you have 2 milk with 1 cheese. Now we move to ×4, and we try to combine it, everything to become on 3, which is the wheat. And from here on, it's basically doing your best to stack the highest number on the corner. And that's how you will be accumulating points. And make sure to be careful with this one. But the good news is that even if you somehow mess it up and for some reason you get stuck, you could have elimination of a block or sorting out to help you. Make sure that you claim the last reward, which is the 100,000 points for the SSR plus relic. It is very highly possible that you can make this event as free to play. No need to spend any energy potions or eliminate or sort, but sometimes you will be having this issue where you feel the need in order to use them because you get stuck somewhere. but in order to be able to do the event, you need 360 stamina to be claimed every 12 hours, which is kind of the annoying part. I don't know why it's not 24 hours. Desert treasures. With desert treasures, you are going to be having daily challenges, which after you complete, you get some pickaxes. Then after you claim your pickaxes, your goal is to start digging. Don't dig diamonds with the normal pickaxes, because diamonds require 2 clicks and give you 1 point, which is very, very bad. Use either the bombs, or if you become in a situation like this, I just go around it, because I don't want to be losing duck points, because I want to reach 600 and I'm not spending money in order to get the pickaxes. And once I reach those lava blocks, I try to get near it. It doesn't matter how far it is, and then to break it, because there's a higher chance to find this little guy who can be giving you some diamonds or more pickaxes. And also he breaks all the blocks left, right, or top to bottom, which will accumulate you even more points. Now, this is the general idea of the event, and once you find a boss, fight it instantly when you see the boss, because if there's a lava block below, like the boss was over here, if you break the lava, it would not break the blocks behind the boss. So it's very, very important to find the boss first. On the shop, your goal is to buy the blue scrolls first, after which you definitely want to buy at least once these 2 cards on the top that cost 1000. If you have already bought that and you have bought the blue scrolls, you can go for the epic miracle card, which will allow you to get 50 shards of a certain miracle card. And if you still have enough coins, you can start buying those 10 shards in order to max out the miracle card. In my opinion, the other stuff are not really worth buying. The most important one is the blue scrolls. The miracle cards, I think every desert event keeps the same miracle cards 2 times or 3 times in a row, so you will have 2 or 3 events in a row to be able to claim those cards. And if for some reason you have missed those cards and you couldn't get them, there's a chance that once you get the epic miracle card, you can choose them from the box. Popular event, it's more or less for players that are paying. You are claiming free stuff depending on what VIP points you have accumulated, and you claim some free rewards. Then we have the limited summon, which is the free blue scroll, and Lucky Valley. It's the lucky coins. We always buy the top roll of items. The bottom ones are only if you need something, you then buy them. Lucky Gate, you do your best to complete all the missions to claim as many lucky coins as possible. And once you reach 550 lucky coins, that's when you start spinning the wheel. Your goal is to get the 550 to get the blue scrolls, and then you forget about this event until it appears again. If you have like 2000 coins, then you will be able to participate in this event 4 times in a row to be spinning, but make sure not to overspend from 550, because those rewards are definitely not worth it. And as you can see, you need to spend 450 more to get a Star Angel credit, which is definitely not worth it. And if you save your coins every single time for 550, you will be getting those 20 blue scrolls, which are tremendous power increase. And lastly, the secret abyss has reset, so make sure to claim your free rewards. And if you want to push to stage 800, I'm just too lazy. I don't push anymore to stage 800. But if you really like the rewards, please do finish it. And the next week, you will be able to reset and get the rewards once again. With that, I will be concluding the weekly events video. Once again, thank you all for watching, and if you have any comments, please do not hesitate to put them down in the if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them down in the comments. Again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for showing the support. You have been amazing. And I'll guys catch you on the next video.